The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. How are you? So good to be with you. My arms are out further than the frame. There you go. How are you? Well, good. You're looking good today. My name is Bucky Johnson, and I'm filling in for Ron Van Dam, who is on a sabbatical to the Vatican to meet the Pope. I think that's fantastic. Congratulations, Ron, on that. Okay. Let's begin the show by stretching. Let's all stretch together. Ready? And the sound that I just made is not from stretching. It's just because I'm old. It's the sound I make all the time. That's how you know if you're getting old. When you move your body to do certain things, it requires making a sound. Not that the body is making sounds, which it does. It creaks and clicks sometimes. But more, it's the mouth that is kind of used in order to relieve the pain of actually moving. For example, I can't pick anything up off the floor without making a dramatic verbal situation out of it. Yeah, if I can even reach the floor anymore. Even rolling around in bed, that's not what I'm talking about. Like going from lying on my back to lying on my side, that requires making a certain amount of grunting noise. Getting up from bed, that is loud enough to wake the neighbors. It's incredible how that happens when you get older. You become a verbal reflection of yourself. Interesting stuff. I was I ran into this lady yesterday. She's okay. It was just a fender bender. I didn't run into her. In the supermarket, and I was looking at this lady, and she had her lips were blue. And I thought, oh my God, she's got frostbite. And then I realized, no, that's blue lipstick. And I thought to myself, why would somebody do that? Why would you do something like that? People go to the trouble of getting lipstick, like red lipstick, to make their lips more luscious, which is also disgusting. But to turn them blue? What kind of disease are you trying to portray there? And I've seen women with black lipstick. You don't see a lot of that anymore, but I can't figure that out either. I don't know. I don't even know what that disease is called. Very, very strange. My mother, rest her soul. I mean, I assume she's up there. I not down there. I don't know why when we pass away we have to go up or down. I'm going sideways. I'm just going to do it differently. That's all I can tell you. So she's no longer with us. She's out in the car waiting for me. She's no longer with us. But she wore a lot of makeup, and as a young child, I couldn't. It was just weird to me. She would wake up in the morning, and I saw this for myself because I lived with her. I was her son, so yeah. She'd get up in the morning and she'd put foundation on her face. It was like she had a construction crew come in and put cement on her face with a trowel. It was just weird. She needed a foundation in order to start piling on the makeup. We need a foundation first, like building a house. You can't just build a couple of floors. You got to have a foundation first. That's what her face was. She was the best mother in the world. But this makeup thing, I think it was a thing from prior generation, way prior, like real prior, like prior stuff, like Ancestry.com prior. So she put the foundation on, and then she would put on this color, this powder with a powder puff, and then she would paint the various features on her face, which already existed. So I don't know why she did that. Had she not covered it up with the foundation and the powder, you would have been able to see her features, but now you couldn't. So now she had to accentuate her eyebrows and her eyelashes and her cheeks. Her cheeks, like, hey, I've got cheeks, you know. So we got to make them like really obvious. So when I walk down the street, people say, oh, look, she's got cheeks. And then the lipstick. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is it any wonder that when I grew up and was an older child, a young adult, and now whatever I am now, I have a great aversion and problem with clowns. And I know why. It's not just the fact that I don't find clowns to be funny at all. They're just not. They don't do anything funny. The funniest they get is they'll squirt another clown with a seltzer bottle or throw a pie at it. And that's funny? That's assault and battery. Anyway, so I don't like clowns at all, but it's the makeup. Oh my God, the makeup. Oh God, why? And it was funny because as a child, you know what clowns are, but at the same time, you take a look at your mother and she's dressed like one on the face. She didn't dress like one on the body. You know, she didn't wear clown clothes. She didn't have big feet or anything or a big nose, but there was a lot of makeup going on. And my poor father, what a nice guy he tried to be. They slept in the same bed, which I guess is the right thing to do. And my poor father, when my mother would get ready for bed, she would go into the bathroom and she would take all this makeup off. It was a very involved process. And as soon as she got the makeup off, she would very quickly open up this jar, this dark blue, cobalt blue jar. And I believe it was Noxzema. I think that was the brand, Noxzema. I don't know if it's still around. Probably not. Who knows? And she'd open up the jar, and inside it would look like a good solidified type of whipped cream. It was white, and she would smear this on her face, all over her face. And it wasn't a clear thing that worked into the skin. It was just, she had a white face. She was a kabuki mime. She was, I don't know what that meant. She was a clown. And her lips were not covered. They were just the pink lip. No lipstick, because we're getting ready for bed. But the cold cream would not go on the lips. I don't know if it was cold cream or cold cream like coleslaw. I don't even know. I don't want to know. And then she would climb into bed, and my father would be lying there on the side. And and I felt so bad for my father. I mean, I could not sleep next to something like that. I mean, whether I was going to touch it or not. I mean, seriously? Whoa. What a sexual, physical turnoff that is. It was like, if you don't ever touch me, and I'll make sure you never do, because I'm going to look like this all night. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And it had an odor to it, too. Noxzema had an odor to it. Like, it wasn't like sulfur. It was worse. It was like sulfur that had desulfur. It's awful. It's just awful. It's just awful. So I have this problem with clowns. And I've had it all my life because of her. I also, if I see a woman with a lot of makeup on, like one of these supermodels, and I see them in real life, you know, I can't look at them. I cannot look at. They are beautiful, but I can't look at you. I mean, to me, you have turned your beautiful natural beauty into some sort of Picasso. It's just, and I don't mean that in a flattering sense. I can't do it. My parents used to take me to the circus every once in a while when circuses were allowed by law. And when the clowns would run out, I would say, Mom, can we go? Because I can't look at this. I can't look at this. not only do they have too much makeup on, hint, hint, but they're running around like a bunch of idiots, and it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for them. I didn't like the circus for that very reason, for the clown thing. Oh, please, please. Then I had a problem with mimes. And again, not the fact that they're mimes, which is annoying in itself. I mean, there are some great mimes. Most of them are not. The street mimes, either they're trying to get out of a box, pull on a rope, or making believe they're going downstairs, and that's the extent of the entire repertoire. So it's like, when I see a mime at Faneuil Hall or some open marketplace thing, and there's a crowd of people around them, I pretty much I go up there and I say, you don't want to be here. I can predict what the mime's going to do. He's going to be in a box, and then he's going to try to get out, and then he's going to pull on a rope, and nothing's there, and then he's going to go downstairs, but there's no downstairs, and I'm going to save you some time. Just walk away, walk away. I went to a rodeo just once because I had a friend. That's the end of the sentence. I had a friend who liked to do things that I didn't. So I said, hey, Ron, let's go to a rodeo. And I said, okay. So we went to the rodeo, and they had these rodeo rider people, these cowboys and cowgirls that would be on the back of wild horses and bulls. And it was very, very dangerous because when they fell off the horse or the bull, which they inevitably almost always did, the bull would turn around and start trampling them with their 80-ton hooves, whatever. And as they're being trampled and close to death, who would run out and save them on the dirt inside the ring as they're being trampled to death? Well, running from the side of the arena would be a rodeo clown. I never understood why at this time of great peril they would dress up somebody like a clown to go out and save the person near death. It's an embarrassing concept. I don't know why a clown. How about just a rodeo hand or a whole person running out and saving their lives? Why do you have to dress them up like a clown? Is it to make light of the situation? You're trying to make people see the daring, exciting part of the rodeo, and then you send a clown out. It makes no sense. What do you tell people if you're a rodeo star rider and you're lying on the ground and a bull is trampling you to death? What do you tell your friends? Oh, I was near death. Oh, wow. How did you escape death? A clown ran out and saved my life. Are you still on the drugs? No, my life was saved by a clown. Oh, God. I don't go to rodeos for that very reason. It just doesn't make sense to me. I would love to go to, I went that one time. I would love to go back to a rodeo a second time so that I could sit there next to a stranger and turn to the stranger and say, this isn't my first rodeo. I would love to be able to say that, but I never will now because of the clowns. Oh, look, there's a drone. Okay, fine. All of a sudden, there's drones all over the place. That's technology starting to go awry. All technology gets into the hands of people that abuse it, and all of a sudden the technology becomes a giant pain in the butt. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening with the drone thing. Now we're going to see all these. You look up and you see birds flying in this. Now you're going to look up and just see a lot of drones flying around. What an annoying thing that is. A technology that is a great thing, now used in order to bug the hell out of you. And wonder if that thing I see in the sky will attack me or drop a bomb on me or something. And Amazon wants to deliver things by drones. You're not sending airplanes to my front door, my friend. I will cancel my service if that's where we're going. No way. It's an example of how human beings have taken technology and just because they're human beings, they use it now to annoy other people. And social media, a great example of that. Social media, oh my God. Oh my God. It started to be a great thing where we could connect with people that we can't connect with otherwise, do some networking. That's good. We could find little groups that will support us. That's good. And then all of a sudden, people started dying from social media because they were embarrassed and found out just how much of a nothing they really are in comparison to everybody else. How complete total strangers can make you feel like a total idiot, shame you publicly to everybody in the world. Great thing about social media, now you know everybody's birthday and they know when it's your birthday, and that's it. But that is also abused. It used to be that I used to forget everybody's birthday. Because I couldn't remember. I didn't know my parents' birthday. I didn't know my siblings' birthday. I didn't know my good friend's birthday. And now, thanks to social media, I know everybody's birthday, but I don't know who the people are that are having the birthday. Joey Fagone is having a birthday today. Happy birthday, Joey. I don't know who you are. Well, I'm one of your Facebook friends. Oh, okay. Happy birthday, Joey, whoever you are. It's ridiculous. Amazon used to be a wonderful thing. You could buy books online. Not enough. Not enough. Now you're going to have drones delivering packages to my door. Way too much. Stop it. Now you've got electronic devices in everybody's home so that they can follow you and listen to your conversations and chart out what you like to buy, what you like to do, your likes, your dislikes. Do you like the color blue? Do you like the color purple? They know too much about, and too much. Too far went too far. Telephones. I was not around when the telephone was invented. I'm not that old. But apparently Alexander Graham Bell, or at least he's the one that took credit for it, I don't know, they invented the telephone. Wonderful. We can contact people. It's wonderful. We can talk to relatives. We can do business over the phone. People can call us. We can have conversations all across the world with people. Well, now the telephone is my enemy. I used to, when I was a kid, I was excited. Oh, there's someone's on the telephone's ringing. Someone's on the telephone. This is going, oh my God, this is so much fun. Now if someone's on the phone, my reaction is, oh God, who the hell is that? What do they want now? It's gone the other direction. Now the telephone is nothing but a place other than to be scammed. Scammed, ripped off, manipulated. There are more calls that I don't want than that I do. And that's how the telephone got out of hand. Same with emails. Same with everything else. Same with texting. Now there's more that I delete than that I read. We've gone too far. We take everything and we go too far with it. What's wrong with you? Us, I'm sorry. I tend not to blame myself for any of this stuff. I'm not a great fan of the human race. I never was. Whenever there's something good, you'll find the bad thing standing right in front of it, blocking the good part, accentuating the bad part of everything. That's us humans. Actually destroying the very planet that we live on, and we haven't figured out other places to live other than this planet, but we're very handily destroying the one and the only one that we can survive on. Do you understand why There are more wars than usual. I mean, we've had some terrible wars in our time. We're probably going through some now. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. It seems that our norm is to hate the hell out of each other. And all the people that do good deeds and love each other, you say, well, that's the majority of people. It doesn't matter. All you need is a couple of small groups of real angry, evil people, and they kind of win. So it's kind of disheartening, and I'm sorry to depress you, but everything else is fine. I used to have an acquaintance who cursed all the time. I was not brought up with cursing. In my home, when I was being brought up, you could not curse. I never heard my father or my mother or any relative in my family use a curse word, ever. Now, perhaps that's a little extreme, certainly not necessarily a reflection of your experience, but that was mine. So again, you know, when you grow up, you kind of are a reflection of how you were raised and what your environment was like. I mean, you know, that's like for everything. So there's no cursing in my house. So I had this acquaintance and used the F word, and I think you know what the F word is. It's not Fahrenheit. It's the F word, and he used the F word for everything. Every single noun or object he cursed at, just by natural language. Yeah, I went to my effing car this morning because I had to go to effing work, and I looked at the effing clock, and I get in the effing car. Now I got effing traffic in front of me, and I'm going to be effing late. I said, you know, you're overusing that word way too much to the point where it doesn't matter anymore. If you really were angry about something, what word would you use then? It shows a lack of intelligence, a lack of being able to express yourself properly. We have an English language. I know we alter it quite a bit, but that's not the alteration I think anybody's going to ever accept. Oh, this effing language. It's effing annoying. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. That word was designed to mean something completely different. How it became an adjective, adverb, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. I really don't know. It's just, to me, it just reeks of anger. You're just effing angry is what you are. You're just an angry person, and I don't want to be around you. Why effing not? Okay, that's enough. And then I know a lot of people, especially comedians. I like a good comedian, but I like them to be able to express themselves properly using the English language in a proper way. And I'm hearing, and I can't tolerate, I just walk away. And when somebody talks like this, I just walk away. When they're relaying an incident or a story, they say, and the word is say. See, opening your mouth and words coming out in a verbal sense, in an audible sense, then you're saying something. It's the word say. He said, she said, I said. But that's not what's used these days at all by a certain generation. The new one. She goes, I'm not feeling well today. I go, why not? She goes, because my leg hurts. I go, what's wrong with your leg? She goes, she's not going anywhere. She's saying she's not going. It can get confusing. I go, where should I go? He goes, go there. He goes, go there. He goes, go there. I go here. He goes, no, go there. Stop going. Too much going. You're making me dizzy. Too much movement. But that's not as bad as the real word that's used in place of says. And that is, I'm like going to the store today. She's like, why are you going there? I'm like, that's where the merchandise is. He's like, why don't you order it online? I like, why should I? He likes, what does the word like have to do with you muttering a verbal expression? I don't where did that come from? What does it even mean? It doesn't mean anything. She says, she goes, she's like, you know whose fault this is? Michael Jackson. Great music, a little questionable about the personality of this celebrity, but that's besides the point. Michael Jackson made it popular to use words that didn't represent what the word actually meant. And one of the big examples is, I went to that concert yesterday. Oh, how was it? It was bad, man. It was Batman? It was bad, man. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, no, it was bad. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to hear that it was bad. You shouldn't be sorry to hear it was bad. It was bad. Are we saying the same thing? It was really bad. It was so bad, I want to go back again. Well, you like bad things? I love bad things. I love it when it's bad. Why can't you use the word good? Does good mean that you didn't like it? She's like, yeah, man, if I went to the concert and I said that concert was good, that would mean it sucked. No, it doesn't. I know. This is like a gigantic Abbott and Costello routine. Abbott and Stanstello. How about that? You know who Abbott and Stanstello is? Abbott and Costello. Oh, God, I've been talking too long. Don't worry, it's almost over. I've got like 2 minutes left. We'll make it through, I swear. But that's what we put up with these days, kids. They're changing the language on us. You know, this world was just fine. It was doing okay. It had its problems. My God, it had tons of problems. But then these other generations come into this planet and they start screwing with it. They change everything. Everything got changed. Everything. I can't go shopping and save money without an app. Now the coupons have to be digital. I want a coupon in my hand. Oh, you got to get the app. Oh, come on now, man. Man, that's good. You mean it's bad? Yeah, that's what I meant. It's so confusing. It's just so effing confusing. She goes, I'm like, someone's got to talk to these people and just tell them it's not right. Now, the next time we get together, you're paying. I'm sick of paying for this. You pay next time. Oh, this is free? Oh, this channel is free? Why? That is so bad. Oh, what does that mean? Oh, you'll never know. Could mean either one. Yeah. I told you I do use a word that is part of this generation, but I do like this particular word, but it means what I say. And that is the word whatever. And you can't just say whatever. You have to throw that Valley Girl kind of thing into it because it makes it that much more annoying, which is what it's meant to be on my part. Hey, you want to go to the store? Whatever. God, you sound so non-committal. Whatever. It's just like, I don't care. I don't care what you said. I don't care what you do. I don't care what I do with you. I so totally don't care. I love it. It annoys people so much. And actually, I'm saying what I honestly feel at certain times. Not completely. I just love saying whatever. I love it. It's fun. I'm out of time. I'll be back next week or whatever. Join me at ronvandam.com, newenglandbroadcasting.com. I do this every single weekday. Join me there on that internet thing. Until next time, I wish you peace.